So for anyone who's been paying attention, you've been seeing that Republicans have been losing their mind about this Jon Ossoff comment. But in this clip, we're going to see Abby Phillip play one clip, and it completely undoes the entire schmuck that it is that Scott Jennings is trying to play. As usual, let's watch the clip in full. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts towards the end. Let's get into it.
You'll remember Ossoff said that President Trump would rather travel with his close personal aide, Natalie Harp, than execute his job as commander-in-chief. But some on the left cheer, and others think it was a step too far. For example, Barack Obama's former advisor and our colleague here, David Axelrod, who said those two words, with Natalie, seemed gratuitous and unnecessary. He added that they distracted and detracted from the power of the message. Keith, is Axelrod onto something?
Of course not. I don't agree with him. I mean, yes, you could say that the words were gratuitous and unnecessary. I'll agree with him on that. But did it distract? No, because we are talking now about Jon Ossoff's race, and it allows us to talk about the fact that Jon Ossoff was making the larger point that Donald Trump, as we mentioned before, is not focused on any of the issues that the American people are concerned about. He's focused on everything else, including his personal comfort on Air Force One or whatever the Air Force One happens to be on, rather than focusing on jobs and affordability and health care and things that the American people
and look, and if you're going to argue that it's sexist, right, which is the big argument, right, if you're going to take that position, you better also be criticizing the way Donald Trump talks about women's appearances and looks on a regular basis, right? So I'm happy for someone to say, look, I think it was inappropriate, I think it was sexist, but you better also be saying that about Donald Trump if I'm even going to take you seriously.
Scott?
I expect Ossoff to criticize Donald Trump. I expect every Democrat running for president to criticize Donald Trump. What I thought was appalling about this is that Harp is not a public figure. She's not a household name. Nobody knows who she is. And when he injected her into this, he knew what he was doing, which is punching down on someone who's effectively defenseless.
Doesn't Donald Trump do that all the time?
All the time.
I mean,
what do you mean? He's doing it right now while we're here.
Guys,
There's no rules anymore. Donald Trump broke all of those.
Are you defending
Rob
him?
Reiner
Really
dies. Rob Reiner dies.
down?
Donald Trump cheers his death. There are no rules anymore.
Robert Mueller dies. He defends his death.
Hold on. There are no rules anymore. You might not like it. Donald Trump is the king of trolls. What I find amazing is that the best trolls can't take incoming. I don't care who they are.
Is she a troll?
But they can't. No, but Trump is. Okay,
I know, but he didn't insult Trump. He insulted a female who can't defend herself.
She's the White House staff.
She's not a troll.
She's a White House staff
The right
member.
cannot take any incoming.
Here's the deal. It's not the right and it's not Trump. It's a single defenseless woman.
She's not defenseless.
What about Richard Freeman and Shane Moss?
Caitlin Collins asks a real question, and Trump demeans her every single solitary day.
Let me go ahead and just play it, because there's just such a long history of this. Trump punching down, insulting women. Let's just play it.
Scott never complaining about it.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
But what we want to do is to replenish the Social Security Trust Fund.
You are the worst reporter. No wonder CNN has no ratings because of people like you. You know, she's a young woman. I don't think I've ever seen you smile. I've known you for 10 years. I don't think I've ever seen a smile on your face.
I'm asking you about survivors of Jeffrey Epstein.
You know what?
Is there something incriminating in the file, sir?
Unbelievable.
Quiet, piggy. I mean, Scott.
Excuse me, sorry.
Dan's question was pretty straightforward. If you're going to be outraged over traveling on a plane with Natalie, are you going to be outraged over all those things?
I do not believe in demeaning women in any way, number one. Number two.
So
this is not.
So did the president demean women, and was that unacceptable?
The issue I have with this is...
Are you outraged or not about that?
The issue I have with this is...
Not answering the question.
Natalie Harp
Not answering the question.
is not a public figure.
Nor is
She has
Ruby
no.
Freeman or
She
Shane
has,
Moss.
she has no ability.
to be honest,
you are not answering the question. You are
Democrats
avoiding
saying they are
the
the party
question
of
again,
women
Scott
and dragging
Jennings.
her.
You continuously distract
Hold on.
and
It has
avoid that.
You had, by the way, at home, you have no idea how loud this is.
But Scott, listen.
Well, you have no idea how dishonest you
It
are
has
to
nothing
come on
to
and
do
say
with
this stuff.
Natalie. She is
Yes, it
she
does.
is
It
being
has
a
everything to do. And
defenseless
if you want to defend
First of all,
her
just
too much,
to
go ahead,
be-
but I'm not going to do
just
it.
to be clear, hold on a second.
What do you think, Lydia?
Hold on a second.
You're a Republican or conservative woman?
Just to be clear.
What do you think? You were asked a question.
Hold
You
on a
avoided
second,
answering
Keith.
it.
Just to be clear, I think the idea of continually describing a 35-year-old woman as somebody who has no agency and is defenseless and is just a victim, that is
She's a
kind of
victim of Jon
demeaning
Ossoff's
to begin
character
with.
assassination.
But the second thing is,
White House official.
but the second thing is, Scott, you are so concerned about that, but you have not expressed any concern over Trump's repeated demeaning of all kinds of other women who are just simply doing their jobs.
Including our host. He attacked our host here.
I'm disappointed you don't remember this, but during the president's first term, you actually got into it with him on the South Lawn, and we did a show together, and I said, I don't think that's good.
Okay,
He
you
shouldn't
got
talk
one
to you that
example
way.
because you happen
and you
to
don't
be
remember.
with
But the bottom line is,
But that's-
the
but
fact that
Scott-
you won't defend Harp here
But hold on.
is
What
crazy
about all
to me.
these
Hold on
different
a
examples?
second.
You are so good at
That's
turning
why
the
I
subject
asked you
away
this,
from the
Scott,
reality of
because
what you just
you
said,
easily
Scott.
It's
could
now
have-
even more decibels than
you
it was.
easily could have
playing
said-
more decibels.
I know you're playing to
Hold
your
on,
audience
Keith,
here,
Keith,
but Scott, you're
Keith,
still
just a
Personal
avoiding the
space.
subject.
Personal space.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Scott, you
it's
easily could
wonderful
have said,
comedy, Scott,
you
but
easily
you're
could have
avoiding the
said,
subject.
in this very same way that I denounce what Jon Ossoff said, I also denounce all the things that Donald Trump has said. You didn't say that
I
tonight, even
literally
when
just
you
said
were
I don't
asked.
believe in demeaning
so
women. I
I
literally
will
just
say,
said I don't
I
believe
will
in
just
demeaning
women.
say
Each of those
that you
incidents.
are not holding him to the same
Thank you.
standard that you
Thank
hold Jon Ossoff. You have a lot to say about Jon Ossoff and very little to say about
Yeah,
Donald Trump
because he
and
drug
his
a defenseless
treatment of women.
What about
government servant through the
Ruby
mud, and he
Freeman
deserves
and
to
Shane
live.
Moss?
He
Ruby
deserves
Freeman,
it.
The
Ruby Freeman
president
and
of the
Shane
United
Moss,
States
two-
does that on a regular
Ruby Freeman and
basis
Shane Moss
to
were
women.
defenseless
So she deserves it?
government workers, and Donald Trump attacked them. What did you
listen,
say about that,
does she
Scott?
deserve it?
What did you
Nope.
say about that, Scott?
Okay, nobody is saying that. First of all, that she deserves anything.
You seem to be defending
But
it.
the only
No, Scott,
point,
you're
the only
deflecting
thing that
again.
we are saying is that if you're going to be mad at Jon Ossoff
Be
over saying
consistent.
he likes to the president likes to travel with her, you should be mad about the president calling a reporter doing her job piggy.
Be consistent, Scott.
That's a pretty simple thing.
consistent.
Guys,
Not controversial.
be
It's
consistent,
pretty simple.
Scott.
We gotta.
It's what it takes to be a
Be consistent.
Democrat. Drag defenseless
No,
women
Scott,
through
you're
the
not
mud.
the victim here, Scott.
Drag defenseless women through the
You
mud.
were not the victim here. You were the perpetrator of Donald Trump's fraud on the American people. So
All
don't
right.
try to pretend like
I don't
you're
know.
not.
I don't know
I'm a
why
perpetrator.
we.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave it there. But I say this probably every day now because this is the reason as to why this channel was created. Just to confuse Brit, because genuinely when I see videos, when I see clips of Republicans speak, I'm just confused as to how they even have a base. This clip is so clear to see the hypocrisy from Scott Jennings. And the fact that after the clip was played, that showed his leader, the person he consistently defends, having a consistent pattern of punching down and demeaning women, he still sits on the panel and does Donald Trump's bidding and tries to deflect. Did you hear what this guy said? Does that mean she deserves it? Okay, so to be a Democrat in 2026, you can drag women through the dirt. That logic makes absolutely no sense when the actual leader of your party is literally known for all of those things. Dragging women through the dirt, demeaning women. We've all seen and heard how he views women from a sexual standpoint as well. That's not even something that we need to get into. But these are the people that really try and paint themselves and paint Donald Trump as a good guy. But there's so much evidence that says that it's completely the opposite. So much evidence. That clip alone should be enough for Scott Jennings to turn around and say, you know what? You got me. And did you hear his defense? He had to go back to Donald Trump's first term. Donald Trump's first term to look for an example of where it is that he's defended a female. But Donald Trump does things like this every single week. Every week, Donald Trump finds a way to disrespect a woman or just disrespect anyone in general. And Scott Jennings comes on this panel and says absolutely nothing about it. Honestly. And I'm even going to be real. Like, I know Abby pushed back a little bit, but that pushback wasn't strong enough for me. I know Keith tried to do it, but he was talking way too much and talking a bit too loud. But Abby Phillip's pushback wasn't strong enough, because that clip right there, it's revealing. It completely exposes and undoes who Scott Jennings is on the panel. The pushback needed to be stronger. It needed to be better, in my personal opinion. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. As usual, do the usual stuff. Give the video a thumbs up, hype the video, and hit that subscribe button. We're less than 9,000 subscribers away from 100,000. And I genuinely appreciate all the support you guys have given us along the way. See you guys in the next one.